In the last class, we studied about structure of heart as well as different parts of the heart, where we discussed how blood flows from heart to various body parts as well as from different body parts back to heart. Today we discuss about double circulation. Also, we discuss how heart pump blood. Actually, heart receive blood from lungs. So when blood passes from lungs to heart and heart to lungs back, that process is called as pulmonary circulation. That process is called as pulmonary circulation. And when blood passes from heart to different body parts and from various body parts back to heart, that process is called as systemic circulation. Systemic circulation. Now, from lungs, blood comes to heart. From heart, blood goes to different body parts. Again come back to heart, and from heart again goes back to lungs for oxygenation. So to complete this cycle, from lungs, this oxygenated blood goes to left part of the heart, that is left atrium. From left atrium, it goes to left ventricle. From left ventricle, here the flow is oxygenated only. Left ventricle, blood goes to aorta. Through aorta, this blood goes to body parts, various parts of the body. Now from various body parts, here different body parts absorb or utilize oxygen. Now blood become deoxygenated. This deoxygenated blood is collected by veins and through vena cava. Here vena cava, veins supply blood to vena cava. Vena cava receive totally now deoxygenated blood. Now from vena cava, right part of the heart starts. From vena cava, blood goes to right auricle. From right auricle, it goes to right ventricle. From right ventricle, now blood goes back to lungs. For completion of one cycle, blood comes from lungs. From lungs, again it goes back. After completing the cycle, blood again goes back to lungs. Why from lungs it is coming and again back it goes to lungs? Because in lungs only the exchange of gases takes place, where oxygen is added to blood. So these oxygenated blood from lungs goes to heart, from heart goes to body part, again come to heart, that is deoxygenated blood. Now for oxygenation, again this blood has to go to lungs. So same blood has to pass twice through the heart, once from left side and then from right side, and then go back to lungs. So to complete one cycle, blood flow twice through the heart, and that's why the process of circulation is called as double circulation in case of human being. So that is the process of double circulation. What is double circulation? Double circulation means to complete one cycle, blood flow twice through the heart, once from left part of the heart, once from right part of the heart. That process is called as double circulation. The next, now how does heart work as a pumping organ and how blood comes out? This blood comes out from the heart through aorta, from left side, and from right side deoxygenated blood comes out from the heart through pulmonary artery. So this process is carried out only and only is possible because of contraction and relaxation of heart. Now this contraction and relaxation is called as diastole and systole. Contraction means systole and relaxation means diastole. Systole refers to contraction and diastole refers to relaxation. Now contraction and relaxation of heart means here, as we discussed in the previous class, that this part get contract and blood comes in left ventricle, and same this part get contract and blood comes in right ventricle. Then both ventricle shows contraction and blood goes in different arteries. So here the contraction and relaxation is carried out related with upper and lower part. Both upper parts show contraction at a time and both lower parts will show contraction at a time. When both upper part, that is both atrium, shows contraction, that is called as atrial systole. By that time, ventricle shows diastole. They remain in relaxed position. When atrium shows systole, blood flows from atrium to ventricle. When this ventricle shows systole, blood moves out through these two arteries, that is the major artery aorta and pulmonary artery, and blood comes out from the heart. Oxygenated blood goes to body part and deoxygenated goes to lungs. So these diastole and systole helps for contraction and relaxation, that is called contraction and relaxation, and helps for moving blood away from the heart. Now, how to find out whether the process of diastole or systole is going on or working properly or not? That is the function of heart, or heart is functioning properly or not. For that part, doctors use one instrument, and that instrument is called as the stethoscope. With the help of this instrument, stethoscope, doctor used to find out that heart is functioning properly or not. That is the proper systole and diastole is going on or not, or valves are working. Basically, valves are working properly or not, because during diastole and systole, during this systole, blood comes through these valves. When ventricle shows systole, blood goes out, but here also valves are there. Everywhere valves are present, and these valves help for contraction and relaxation as well as flow of blood. These valves ensure that blood flow in one direction only. So, with the help of stethoscope, it has been assumed that proper functioning of heart is going on and valves are working properly. By the time of using this instrument, we find out two different sounds, that is lub-dub. These sounds are related with opening and closing of valve. These valve, when blood comes from atrium to ventricle and when blood goes from ventricle to aorta, or here ventricle to pulmonary artery. That is the basically these lub-dub sound comes because of systole, ventricular systole and ventricular diastole, and it indicates that working of our mechanism or functioning of heart is proper. After finding out that valves are working properly or systolic and diastolic process is going on properly in the heart, under what pressure blood is coming out from the heart? For that also we have to be aware. That is by using instrument sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer, we can find out that under what pressure blood is coming out from the heart. There is a specific reading, specific pressure under which blood has to come out. It should not be more or should not be less. Both are harmful. So this blood has to come out from heart under pressure 120 mm of mercury. Now 120 mm of mercury is the systolic pressure of ventricle. Now systolic pressure of ventricle means when ventricle get contract, under high pressure blood is received by aorta and flowed through artery. So that pressure is of course high pressure, and that high pressure should be 120 mm of mercury. After ventricular systole, now ventricular diastole. During ventricular diastole also some blood comes out or moves in the artery, and that pressure of blood should be 80 mm of mercury. Should not be less than 80 or should not be more than 80. So this is the normal blood pressure. In common language we used to call blood pressure or BP. That should be, systolic should be 120, that is high BP should be 120, and diastole low should be 80. 120 by 80 should not be more or should not be less. Now the next is heartbeat or pulses. Heartbeat and pulse, that is nearby same. What is pulse? Whenever this ventricle shows systole and blood comes in this aorta, by that time arteries are muscular. So by each and every time whenever they receive blood from this aorta, arteries show little bit expansion, and because of this expansion in artery we find out pulses. We used to check pulse on this wrist. Why? Because arteries are getting expand during each time, at each during each receiving time. Whenever they are receiving blood from aorta, they are little bit getting expand. This expansion is called as pulse, and this pulse is equal to heart rate. Nearby 70 to 72. Heartbeat should be 70 to 72 times per minute. Same is the pulse. Pulse rate and heart rate is the same thing. So here we completed all the process related with blood vascular system or blood circulatory system. Next process of circulation, we have to study about lymphatic system. So in the next class we will discuss about lymphatic system.